So if you remember not too long ago, about, I'm gonna say like 2 months ago now, I decided to start working with a personal trainer. I feel like this is just like one of the best things that you can do, even from an educational perspective. Like, I will never be that person that says, I have my CPT, so now I have nothing else to learn. That to me is like baseline, like the least amount I can establish for myself, but you can always learn more. Sometimes you just need like a really motivational, inspirational, accountable voice in your ear to keep you going and to keep you staying on track. That being said, my personal trainer is from Future. Future is the sponsor for today's video. It is finally becoming that point in my fitness journey where like things are clicking, things are making sense. And I have so much of that to thank because of working with my personal trainer and because of working with Future. I am typically the person that finds like this little tiny itty bitty excuse, and I use that to avoid going to the gym. Like, if I don't go to the gym first thing when I wake up in the morning, somehow I give myself excuses for the rest of like the 16 hours of the day that I'm awake. Like, I don't have enough time anymore. I'm a little bit hungry, but right now would be the time I'm normally going to the gym, so I'll just forget about it. You give yourself any slight excuse to justify, skipping the gym. And some days that's totally fine, but I've just learned I cannot be reliant on motivation. I have to stick to something that makes me disciplined. And with discipline comes accountability. And that's where you can get a personal trainer that's actually going to be like,
hey Taylor, get your booty to the gym. I'm watching you. We've got this. We're doing this together.
AKA Future. Future is a new fitness app that pairs you with your own highly credentialed fitness coach. Upon signing up, you'll have a video call with your coach. You'll decide each of your goals that you might have, how many days of the week you want to work out, how much time you have for working out. That's a super important one for me. And then they design and customize a personalized workout plan that works with you and your schedule and your goals. My personal trainer is Katie. She is absolutely fantastic. And I feel like we have just bonded so stinking well because she gets it. We're really working on trying to grow my strength while also still kind of keeping up my endurance and just feeling all around good. We work alongside each other and we kind of have this like perfect little collaborative energy that I'm just obsessed with. All of their coaches at Future are actually what we call equipment agnostic, meaning that if you're only able to do a body weight workout at home, then that's exactly what they're going to program for you. Or if you decide that you want to go to the gym, then they're going to build a workout plan for you around the gym. Or maybe it's a mixture of both. It's just customization to the max. Like, I'm constantly messaging with Katie. I'm working with a real human who understands me and is working alongside me to change and adapt to what works for me and what's best for me and my body. She's giving me voice prompts in the middle of my workouts, coaching me along. We do voice calls and check-ins because she's a real person and I'm a real person and I'm not working with a robot. I'm working with Katie. So when you sign up for Future, you and your coach will work together to achieve your fitness goals. No matter how busy your life gets, your coach will be there to keep you on track, to hold you accountable. The coaches at Future are fantastic. They've trained everybody from professional athletes to celebrities to a working professional. So no matter where you're at, no matter what level you are at, the coaches will meet you where you are at. If you're tired of relying on motivation and you need just like that little bit more of discipline and accountability that Future can provide for you, go to tryfuture.co/Taylor to try your first month with Future for $19. Click the link in my description box and choose your coach today. I am extraordinarily excited for this week's week of workouts because I feel like I'm at this point where I'm challenging myself so much. Things are just feeling good. Like, whenever I get into a really good fitness routine, there's like this perfect moment where I start to just feel really proud of myself, I guess is maybe the right way to put it. And things are just clicking. They're making sense. I'm having fun. I'm like getting into this really good flow. It's usually about like the 4th or 5th week that this finally kicks in, once your habits have finally kind of been cementing themselves. And I'm just really loving it. I'm having a wonderful time. I hope you enjoy this fun little exploration into my workouts. It's also kind of a good insight into how I'm working out while I'm studying, because if I'm not at the gym, I'm here on my computer. I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm studying 24/7, I guess 23/7, because the other hour is spent at the gym. And that's important too. Like, I don't want my workout to be too long because I know I have bigger priorities that I have to get back to, but also I need to have that like quick little mental health break to release some anxiety, to release some stress, move my body because I've probably been sitting or maybe standing if I'm being a good student that day. I'm tired. I just need that like one little hour to myself. And that's the perfect little break from studying. So giving you a little glimpse into this week. Let me know what you think. I love you all, and enjoy the rest of the video. Sit down, grab a bowl of popcorn, make yourself some tea, grab a gallon of water, and enjoy yourself. Hey all you cool cats and kittens. I just woke up. I'm feeling a little out of it. You know, like when you're so in the mood to take a nap, then you take the nap, and I'm the kind of person that wakes up feeling worse. I don't feel well rested. I feel groggy and cranky and confused. I think it's the year 3000. The Jonas Brothers have just gone multi-platinum. Everybody bought their 7th album. Okay, I just took some pre-workout. We're gonna go to the gym right now. I promise I'm fine. Have you already kicked in? This stuff is pretty stinking strong. We're gonna go to the gym. We're starting off this full week of workouts. I love making these videos. My workout routine has shifted quite a lot in the last few months. As you all might remember, words are having a really hard time flowing out of my mouth. My camera is hanging on by a thread, so I'll make this quick. It's pretty late right now, so we're going super lazy, which for me means throwing on a t-shirt, get my booty out the door, because if I don't just go when I have this level of motivation, it won't happen. And we can't start a week of workouts off with Taylor already skipping her workout. You'd be like, why did I click on this? Who's this lady? I don't know why I film myself putting on deodorant. Hopefully this will also be a bit realistic, I suppose, because I am on my period and I feel like my motivation is always shifting during this time of the month. Whether I just don't want to go, and some days that happens. 2, maybe I'm really tired, aka nap. I also get really bad back pain. Instead of cramps, my back cramps up, I guess. And that prevents me from wanting to move, literally at all. Okay, before I go to the gym and also before I film, I make my bed. I have these mobility drills that I normally like to do before I actually arrive for a lot of reasons. One, I feel like I kind of spend more time on it when I'm here. When I'm at the gym, I'm just kind of like anxious to get into the workout, so I end up maybe skipping some parts, and that's not a good thing. It's only been in like the last probably few months that I've put such an important stress on mobility. And honestly, I didn't even know what it was a while back, but basically when people talk about mobility, it's a way to warm up your body for one. It's also a way to improve different ways that your body can move through your movements. For example, if you're trying to get a deeper squat, you might want to work on the mobility in your ankles. If you're having like a little bit of stiffness where it feels like you can't actually flex your foot that way because it's just not flexible enough. So working on like mobility drills like this, where I'm constantly trying to like open up and prep for my squatting that I'm going to be doing in the workout, actually helps me perform better. And it also feels amazing. Also, I do my pliability at home. I don't even know if my gym has a foam roller, and if they do, I don't know if I would want to use it. I get grossed out by using gym equipment, which doesn't make sense because I sanitize everything before and after I use it. But some things have seen better days, and that's just that.
See, this is the thing. I know I look funny. I know I look dorky, so I'm much more comfortable doing this in the comfort of my bedroom than exposing myself in the gym, but apparently have no problem doing so on the internet. This is also a great way to just warm up the muscle groups that you're going to be training during your workout, and I'm doing a little bit of glute activation at the end of this as well.
Okay, now I look disheveled as heck. We're going clip. Training time in my sweet kicks. Here's another thing I've learned recently. I have very overactive hip flexors. I've talked about this extensively. So one of the best things that you can do before you start training is to stretch any overactive muscle that you might have. So in my case, I try and do at least like 30 seconds, 1 to 2 times on each leg, and just like really lean into this stretch. This is mostly what I do because it feels so nice. Okay. We're done procrastinating.
Perks of going to the gym late, empty gym. This is a wonderful way to start the week, a hip hinge workout. I love a hip hinge workout. I love hinging movements way more than a lunge or a squat. Like, are you kidding me? Perfect way to get yourself into a good mood, hyped up for the workout week. I used to get really embarrassed about the loaded barbell look. Like, I thought it would look cooler if I was using larger plates, but my gym never had them up until recently. But then I realized a loaded barbell is already loaded for you. Why would I want to load my own plates? I do, however, still get a little bit sad every time I see a little bit of a Bulgarian split squat on the menu for me for the day. It kills me every time. I'm gonna go higher. You know, it's like an internet joke for people to make fun of Bulgarian split squats and how hard they are. But when you're trying to max out your weight or you're just going heavy, Holy shit. These are some of my favorite movements to do because not only are they working your hamstrings and you feel that wonderful, nice stretch, but also working your hamstrings is so great because then you're getting that little bit of elevation to perk up the booty. You feel nice, you feel good, and honestly, it's just a really natural movement. I feel like we use hinging movements so much in our everyday life, so training them in the gym is wonderful. It's a great way to make sure you're getting in some great functional training and just pushing yourself and feeling nice. We start off, of course, with a lot of the heavier, more compound movements and then end with accessory movements like leg extensions and leg curls and, you know, hit it with a little bit of the leg press. Gotta show off for the lads and the ladies, and look who came to pick me up.
What do we think of these? Is it too much or is it just enough? I kind of feel like they're a little bit fun, but also a little bit drastic. But isn't that sometimes the point with sunglasses? I have such a sunglasses problem, as in it's so hard for me to find the right ones that frame my face. I have probably like 90 that I circulate through. But the thing is that they're all like $10 sunglasses because I'm horrible with them. I drop them all the time. I put them on my head. I don't trust myself, but it's time for a walk, baby. So we need some eye protection. Reese!
Oh! Hi. I always forget to mention this, but in these videos, I want to show you every bit of activity that I do just to paint a better picture. So keep in mind, on top of any of the workouts that I'm showing, even on a rest day, I go on a walk every single day. Whether or not that's a long walk or a short walk, I'm always walking. If there's one thing about me, I'm a walker. Oh my God. I am a big fan of trying to increase my daily activity outside of exercising. Go step into 22, baby. Walking is a great way to do this, or just, you know, actually using my standing desk.
It's time for a walk. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Reese. Let's go, woman. Let's go.
I would have to say, out of all of the days of the week, a back and buys has to be top pick for me. Back and buys just puts you in the best stinking mood. Something about it doesn't feel as challenging as, let's say, a shoulder day or a leg day. I always feel really strong and powerful after these workouts, so I try and give them my best, even if I am only progressing on my weights just a hair. I know I'm putting in my top effort, working on my form. We have lots of rowing movements this time around. I'm also trying to work on my pull-ups. The funny thing is that this bar is actually a little bit too high for me to use a band, so I either have to do negative pull-ups or just these really funny running starts, but I'm trying my best over here. We're gonna get those pull-ups. You have my word. That is our next challenge. Metaphorically, of course. Please. I will cry.
This is literally so funny. I just had an interview like before my workout and I was super nervous. So I brought a Rice Krispie treat to get me like half pre-workout, half excitement. I don't know, which doesn't probably help my jitters because I was so stinking nervous. I was wearing this and I had to keep making sure I didn't have pit stains when I was driving over because a sweaty gal, and when I'm nervous, I sweat even more. Ridiculous. So I literally brought this and my whole box of dates because I had to either stress eat or give myself energy. What is it? Oh! Wa-chow, wa-chow, wa-chow! Now I have kisses all over. That was a pretty good workout. I had a lot of fun messing around with my pull-ups. That's a skill I'm always, bless you, I'm always trying to work on. So when I can like mess around and like just have fun with it, or just busting my booty and continually working for the full thing, baby. So after the gym, when I have like no energy, sometimes I just, it's not even resorting to yogurt, but it's getting to love yogurt and eat yogurt. But my point being is that it's my easiest, fastest, simplest meal. You didn't see that happen. When I have a lot more things to do the rest of the day. So right now, for example, I need to obviously go shower. I have 2 videos that I need to complete, most likely tonight, if not very early tomorrow morning, which is always like another struggle too. It's like, do you stay up late to get the video done, or do you count on yourself to be responsible and wake up early tomorrow morning? It's like, I know I can do it, but what if the snooze beast, the snooze monster comes into play? then what do I do? Because they're to blame, not me. And ideally, like I would have loved to study a little bit more, but I think based on timing, it is now 10 p.m. That might not happen. This was one of those days where I just didn't have the time to get my workout in earlier, which is totally okay. It happens. Thankfully, I studied a lot this morning, so that gives me like a teeny bit of a peace of mind. If I hadn't have studied all day, then I would be kind of freaking out. So here's my yogurt bowl. I don't have any good protein, otherwise I'd mix that in too. Delicious, delicious. Hello. Good morning. Today's gonna be such a good day. And you know why? Because I'm telling myself it will be. I was having a little bit of a moment because I woke up 45 minutes later than I should have. But what if the snooze monster comes into play? And I was letting it get me down. For what? I had to like look at myself cold in the mirror and be like, Taylor, we are gonna have a wonderful day. It is no stinking big deal. We're moving on. We're moving forward. We woke our bodies up this morning. That is a blessing in and of itself. We're gonna have an amazing day. I'm gonna go get so much studying in. I'm gonna get so much productivity in and a great workout. And it's gonna be a wonderful day. I woke up this morning and it can be. It can be. Just your friendly reminder to make sure that you have a little snack with your morning coffee. In my case, mine is this extraordinarily ripe banana. You can barely even tell that this is a peel at this point. I have these two really good ones that I think I'm going to use to make banana bread later. Banana bread's actually one of those recipes that is way easier than you'd think. Like in my mind, I think making bread sounds so stinking hard, but I made it in college. And if that says anything, it's freaking easy. It was actually like one of the first months of college. I feel like me and my suite mate, I lived in a suite my freshman year, which was fine, but not the most wonderful situation. Like I wanted to be in a dorm room, but whatever, story for a different day. I think we like wanted to bond or something and we're like, wow, let's go make banana bread in the basement of our dormitory where they had this creepy weird kitchen. But we did it with like, you know, barely any ingredients, barely any talent, and it turned out fine. I'm still alive. Point being though, Keith is going to go have that surgery that I mentioned in my last video actually tomorrow. And banana bread's one of his favorites. So I figured, you know, I'll be nice. You can have it like while he's resting and stuff. I'm making sure he didn't hear me say that. Okay, so that was everything that I just did at home. This was me kind of prepping my shoulders for the workout. Now I'm going to go over to the gym, start with some seated dumbbell overhead presses, pause the workout so it doesn't go on without me, and we'll get her done nice and early today, which is always a blessing. Today's a shoulder workout. I don't think I've ever done a split like this where I just have one singular shoulder day, which is kind of cool.
So this is actually kind of interesting, but I didn't realize that my shoulder day is actually a press day. I think I've always coined it, or Katie has coined it, a shoulder day, because it's primarily shoulders, but really and truly, if we're thinking about the movement pattern, it is anything like vertically pressed. And I've never had a trainer that like prioritized such an important movement pattern like that for me on one singular day. So kind of cool. I wasn't thinking about it.
I would love to grow my shoulders. Like I'd love to get some nice little bolder shoulders. So it's cool that I get to work them out more than one time per week. But also like there are other exercises in here that work multiple muscles. So it's like shoulder focused, but overall still getting in some nice work. Love it.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath.
Reese Poo and I out on our daily walk together, or the walk where I walk and Reese runs around in circles on any lawn she can find. Public parks, not people's lawns. And that's Poop Smear. We don't walk over there. It just feels so nice to go outside and like clear your head after kind of a tough day, or just a day where you're cooped up. Just getting outside, feeling some fresh air or some freezing air. It's kind of cold right now. It re-energizes you 1,000,000%. And I'll talk about walks to the day I die, because they're amazing.
Hello. Welcome to our first rest day of the week. I never shy away from sharing how much I love a rest day, first and foremost, but also how important they are. I'm gonna set it down. I just don't think you can overstate enough. Did I already say that? You can't express enough how important a rest day is. And I think when we are sucked into the world of social media, people don't post about their rest days because why would they? Like, you're gonna share a reel of you working out and then the next day you're gonna share a reel of you on the couch. Like, it doesn't make sense, but that doesn't mean that people aren't taking rest. You just don't see them as frequently as you see people working out. So if you're constantly just on this feed of people moving their bodies and you never see them resting, then you might not recognize how imperative it is for your growth, your journey, and your overall health. There is no such thing as a fitness routine without rest days. Like, it's not even an option, it is a requirement. And that sounds really harsh, especially coming from me, but it's true. Every single day that we go to the gym, we are tearing our muscles apart. We expect them to just continue to repair themselves when we give them no time to repair. The most movement that I like to do on my rest days is go on a walk, especially if I'm really sore. That's kind of like the best way that I decompress. I have my mental health moment and it helps my body just feel like a little bit more relaxed because again, I'm probably very tender. And today I'm going to the mall, which I suppose is a little bit of a walk itself. It is so important to wear comfortable shoes at the mall because whether you recognize it or not, you are on a walking journey. You want to get in and get out. You don't want to be spending more time there than necessary. So I want comfort. I'm wearing my Ultra Boost, baby. We are strutting in, doing our little returns or whatever the heck I need to do, strutting out. Literally, look how ripe this has gotten in just overnight. I don't even know. I'm trying to be like a little Betty Crocker today and hopefully this will turn out delicious. Look how like impressive my pan looks. I look professional. Look at that, like amazes me, literally. Like you'd think that this would be totally bruised. She's fine, she's chilling. Mush, 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 mush. This is the kind of stuff that grosses me out. This is a 3rd cup of butter. It's so much butter. Per the usual Taylor antics, we're using rolled oats instead of flour. And I'm gonna add in all these chocolate chips. See how we do here. Gorgeous. Okie dokie. We're gonna send you away for an hour. Bake, pretty bread, bake. Okay, the verdict is in. This is freaking delicious. Keith likes it better with the oats, so I didn't completely fail. It's nice and like toasty on the outside, perfect on the inside. The only thing is it's a little crumbly because I didn't wait for it to cool, but that's my fault. I don't care, I was hungry. Hello, hi. I'm trying to find my freaking headphones right now. I think they might be in this basket. This is like my throw-all / like Reese's belongings, and I haven't seen them since I went to the gym. Oh, found ya. I'm going to the gym right now. Obviously, actually, I'm in shorts, which is like a really big thing for me. In all seriousness, it literally is. I actually wore them on a walk because it was so stinking warm today. Warm for us. It was like 57. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna not wear pants. It was absolutely phenomenal. But this isn't necessarily like a, how do I put this? Like a workout day. I like to take 2 rest days per week minimum. Normally I take 2 back to back because I'm a tired woman and I just feel like I crushed all of my muscles all week long. So I wanna like actually rest and rehabilitate, but I still go on a walk every single day. It doesn't matter what my workout is. It doesn't matter if it's a rest day. I still go on a walk every single day. There's a reason why people are so enthralled with walking, and there's a reason why people love to do it, and it gets you outside and it makes you feel better, and when you come back you're in a better mood. Like it adds up, you know what I mean? So if I can just do that for myself every single day and I can go on a 30-minute walk and it's gonna feel like it's boosting my mood, I'm gonna do that. So that is a part of my daily routine. I might forget to film it here and there throughout this video, but know that on top of my workout, I also walk. Or if I have no workout, I still walk. On days like today, I also like to go to the gym and just walk, like walk on the treadmill, especially if the weather isn't good or if I just feel like I need a bit more steps, like I only had time for a 30-minute walk, but now I wanna go like do some reading for my CPT test on the treadmill, or I'll just actually like bring my Kindle and read a book. I'll go and do that. But I feel like if I didn't mention it now, then I would forget to say that I'm doing this every single day. So know that walking is a humongous part of my fitness journey, and I genuinely accredit it to helping my mood and overall positivity and happiness and well-being. And if I can get in some more steps from just going on the treadmill like I'm going to do right now, then I feel like it further promotes a better mood. It's also a wonderful study break.
Good morning, one and all. I'm going to film this quickly before people see me. Hello, I'm going to a workout class right now. I was really on top of my workout classes, maybe at the beginning of the year, if that isn't the tale as old as time. But when I really started getting into my strength training routine, I felt like I was prioritizing strength training 5 times a week. And when I want to rest 2 days of the week, it felt like there was just no time in between for a workout class. But I also kind of recognized that I love coming here. It really feels nice to like work out with other people sometimes. I have stressed this time and time again, but I'm not a competitive person. So I don't really get like motivated by competition, I guess you could say, but I get motivated by community and like seeing people like their best selves or by challenging themselves maybe inspires me to want to challenge myself as well. I just mean like I don't even know what I'm saying. I just come for fun. That's all I mean. I just come for fun. So I try and prioritize it even on days when maybe I need to like double up, which is a not fun thing. I do it rarely, but I'll do it on like, let's say a chest day when I know it's gonna be kind of like more of a mild strength training workout. I would absolutely never in my right mind work out here and on a leg day at the same time. Absolutely not. No freaking way. Never, 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 never. Let me put my shoes on.
A few moments later.
Did we expect anything less? Look at the actual hair. It is such a beautiful day outside. I feel like class was empty because when the weather gets nice around here, people like get the heck outside, which I understand. Speaking of which, I want to go for a walk. I think I'm going to just like maybe go walk on the treadmill a little bit and go through notifications. It's like one of my kind of like de-stressing things to do. Otherwise I get really panicked while I'm going through them like in my apartment. So I'm gonna go do that. I don't think I have a big workout today. I'm not sure. I'll find out in 30 minutes. Normally they get posted at 12 o'clock on Sundays. Basically what this means is that I get my schedule of workouts for the week at the very beginning of the week, and I was filming this on Sunday. So at 12 p.m. on Sundays is when I'll get my new updated schedule, but I like to work out on Sundays. So I wasn't really sure what was gonna be in my ballpark. So we'll see, but that workout was actually not that strenuous, so I don't feel that bad or tired right now, which is a good thing. Spoiler alert, there was no extra workout for the day, so I got to relax, which is good, especially when I already worked out. That's always nice. Howdy ho, Ranger Joes. We're about to go to the gym for a glute day. To be honest, I've got to hype myself up right now because I think I've been having an off day. I think it's just a mix of, I don't know, like feeling tired. I had to do a lot of computer work, so I think that drains you, and also just my time of the month. It was like the perfect little combination, and I should have gone a lot earlier to the gym, but alas, here we are. I also just popped this massive pimple on my forehead, so try not to stare at it too much. Therefore, I point it out, because that makes sense. Recently, I just went on a walk. It was really nice and lovely. We got to watch the sunset. And then I was just doing a few glute activation exercises. I always like to warm up in the comfort of my own home. This is so funny to think how long I've had this band. I wanna say I got this freshman or sophomore year of college. This is the original Grace Fit UK loop bands. Now they don't even make this exact one anymore. She rebranded with her business. Shreddy? No. Yeah, they are Shreddy. Yes, I got it right. I know like most bands are this material now, but I swear she was one of the first ones to make them like this, and I thought it was so revolutionary, especially at the time, like, you know, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Beforehand, it was just those horrible rubbery ones that literally rip the leg hairs off of your legs, and it was awful. And these hurt way more. In a good way. They activate better, I guess. Got my cute little workout top on that Rachel sent me. I showed this off in, I think, my Olivia Rodrigo video, but it's from her company, Helpline Athletics. And it's like a built-in bra shirt. And I love this concept. Like, I love not having to wear a bra and a shirt or just like figure out an outfit. I actually don't think today's workout will be all that bad. I only have maybe 3 sets or so to get through, which is kind of good because I want to come back here and just study and kind of chill for the rest of the night. But I really like to push myself today. I'm doing some hip thrusts, and I'd really like to work on my weight, use a resistance band at the top of the movement, and just get my weight back up. Like, I was doing 2 plates at one point, and then I stopped hip thrusting, and now we're at like 1.5. So we've got to get there.
We're back. Somehow I survived that workout. The only thing I think I kind of regret was my hip thrust. I think I could have gone heavier. I think I was doubting myself, and in retrospect I was thinking like, okay, maybe I could make this a pyramid set and I could increase my weights every time, but then I wasn't doing enough. Like I started too low and I should have started higher. Don't doubt yourself so much. Case in point. Now I'm making myself some little rice cakes here. I found these at the store. Could you imagine finding a food item at the store? Ingenious. There are these rice cakes and they're everything flavored. And normally I'm like, booyah, boom, like throw that into my cart immediately. And by normally, I mean always. They're not bad. Like they're good rice cakes, but I'm very confused why they're called everything, because truly it's just kind of like a hint of poppy seed with what can only be described as like a cheese coating on top. Apparently it's degerminated milled corn, and that's kind of what it feels like. I was expecting like I'm gonna whip this out of the package, it's gonna look like these are coated in everything but the bagel seasoning, but that truly is not the case. So I'm gonna still put EBTB on top of my little cakes. Oh no, I'm at the bottom where it's like just salt. Gosh dang it. I need to shower so desperately, but you know when you get home and you absolutely need food, or you're like shaking in the shower because you so desperately need food after the gym. All right, well that pretty much sums up the week, y'all. I'm getting ready to go to bed right now. I hope that you enjoyed this. I think it's kind of like a fun and interesting perspective to see how I can prioritize workouts when I have no time to do so with a busy study schedule, while also still just like wanting to prioritize moving my body, doing it for enjoyment, and enjoying myself. I hope that you like this. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Reese, you got anything to say? Silence. Bye.